Like, well, that's my favorite picture of you. So that means a lot to me as well. Now, I have a very close, tight knit family, and I understand that a lot of families across the country do not have that same type of closeness. But I also understand there are a lot of families in this country that do understand and have that tight knit closeness, and that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. But when you are that close to the members of your family and you guys are that tight, the loss through death makes it hurt that much more. But people out there, when you have people like me that do stuff like this, and you have friends out there that see that and understand that, they respond to that in kind. And that's exactly what happened during the whole time this past summer that my father's health was failing, and I was back and forth trying to do this and trying to be there because I wanted to be there. I needed to be there. My mother wanted me there. My father wanted me there. It was tough. But the core listeners, the core fans, if you will, of this program, they hung in there. And you guys, I got to tell you, are amazing. And that just goes to show what America and who Americans really are. And that proves to me that I need to keep doing this. This is something because Americans are worth fighting for. This country is worth fighting for. Because of your reaction to my family troubles this past summer, it has convinced me more than ever that this country and the people of this country are worth fighting for, are worth sacrificing for. And let me tell you, our military members, our military men and women, they already knew that, which is why they do what they do on a daily basis, volunteer on a daily basis to do what they do. There is no conscription at all in the military. Those people do what they do because they want to. That touches me as well. You can't ask for more than that. You know, you can't ask for more than the love and support of your family, of your friends, and of your fans. And you just can't. You can't ask for more than that. And this is why I'm going to continue doing what I do. Not only because I like it. Yeah, I've come to realize and admit I like it. I like doing it. But more importantly, I recognize that it's something that needs to be done. And it's my way of fighting for you and our country and future generations who will occupy this country. That's why I do it. And to get the blessing of my parents and have them understand it and get it, oh, that's the icing on the cake. That is the icing on the cake. Which is why you're not going to ever be able to shut me up. Never. I'm going to have to be 6 feet under before I'm silent. And even then, because I'm writing books and I have this program, my voice is going to continue. So you will never, ever shut me up. Thank you for listening on all the various networks that you might be listening to this program. Whether it be off the rodeccles.net website, over on the Rod Eccles Spreaker channel, You can also catch me on various, what are we up to? Like 12, 13? I'm not exactly sure, but you can catch me on K98 Talk, Pundit Press Radio, We Are America War Radio, SHR Media, Freedom in America Radio. You can catch old clips, old programs, even new ones. There are a couple of networks that take the show live. And over on Blog Talk Radio, Leading Edge Radio Network, Nightside Radio, Spreaker, over on Vigilant Liberty Radio Network, Veterans Today Network, World Integrity News Network, and there is a new one called Roar, ROAR, Roar Network. And I think if I missed your network and you're listening, I do apologize, because that means that you were recently added, and I'm just getting familiar with you. And so all those networks, you can catch them. I guess I'm on 7 days a week now. You will find me somewhere, not live, obviously, because I don't do a live show Saturday or Sunday, but you can catch me 7 days a week. And to me, that, well, I'm not going to say it's impressive, but I'm impressed. Other people may not be so impressed. I'm impressed. I never dreamed that this would ever take off like this and get to the point where it is. So, and this is only due to one factor, that people are listening. Because if they weren't listening to those other networks that I'm on, they would drop me. But people are listening, like you're listening. That's a good thing, and I thank you for that. And that, it means that I am hitting the right notes, hitting the right chords, and that people understand even people who may not like what I say all the time. Well, too bad for them. I always say, if you don't like what I say, you'll get over it. You will. But my goal isn't for you to get over it. My goal is for you to actually start thinking logically, which means that you'll automatically agree with me on the macro, on the big picture. Yeah, we still may disagree, and we may even disagree vehemently on the minute details of how to achieve the big picture, and that's okay. Those are the kind of arguments and conversations and debates that I'd love to have. How best to achieve the big picture? Well, I do like having the debates on people who do not agree with our big picture, but I would rather have the debate on how to achieve the big picture than trying to convince people that the way our founders had it is the right. Really, that's unbelievable. You're born in a country where you have the ability to make your life what you want it, and there are people that want to change that. I don't, for the life of me, I just can't understand it. I know I try and I just can't understand how somebody wants somebody else to dictate to them how they live their life on a daily basis. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. When you have the ability to I know some people are afraid of failure. You're going to make mistakes. Yeah, well, I don't bat 1,000. Obviously, I've made plenty of mistakes and will continue to make mistakes. I'm only human. But I'd rather those mistakes be mine than my government. I mean, because if the government makes a mistake on your life, then, well, it could actually, if you make a mistake on your life, it could kill you, literally. And if the government makes a mistake on your life, it could kill you. But if you make the mistake that is threatening your life, you can quickly change it. But if the government's making that mistake that can threaten your life, well, you have to go through all kinds of bureaucratic red tape and nightmare in order to change it. And by the time it gets changed, you could already be dead. You see the difference? I don't. And look, people try to get into this country because they want to be able to experience that. They want to be able to have control of their own future, their own destiny, if you will, and they want to be able to make their own mistakes, on their own, on their own accord, in their own time, and they want to be able to make the adjustments that they need to make when they want to make them and when they can make them, not when the government says, okay, we'll change it for you. People, why else? I want people, look, you lefties have got to understand something. As much as you may hate this country, and I find it amazing that you will defend illegal immigrants here, illegal aliens here. You will go up one side and down the other side of a Republican or a conservative or a constitutionalist about illegal immigration and how they need to stay and blah. But at the same time, you're talking about how terrible and how bad this country is. Well, if this country was so bad that you need to fundamentally change it, why the hell do we have over 11 million illegals here and growing daily? You're not making any sense. On the one hand, you're talking, this country, this is terrible. The rich people run everything, and this is just terrible here. Billionaires and millionaires run everything, and they have everything, and the Republicans are evil, and blah, blah. This is terrible. We just got to fundamentally change everything. Yeah, we have people risking their lives to get here, literally risking their lives to get here. So how can it be as bad as liberals say when everybody still wants to come here? And not only do they want to come here, you want to make sure that they get here by any means possible, including illegally. And if they get here illegally, you want them to be able, not only do you want them to be able to stay, for some reason, and you say it has nothing to do with the vote, but for some reason, you want them to have fast-track path to full citizenship. Well, why would you want more people to be citizens of a country that you hate and say is so bad? Can any liberal answer that? If this country is so bad in your eyes, why would you want 11 million people to suddenly become citizens of a country that is so bad? Do you want to share the misery? Is that it? Because that's the only logical explanation. Misery loves company. So you want to, I know they're saying, well, no, that's not true. We want people to have opportunity. Well, opportunity for what? You say there is no opportunity. You keep telling us there is no opportunity. We get the black activists, Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and the like. Oh, there's no opportunity here. Blacks are, African Americans, we're destitute. But hey, you want to still bring in more people? I know that there are a lot of blacks that do not want. They don't want legals here because they're taking the jobs from African American citizens. Jobs that they want because they don't have any. But yet, you liberals are out there keep saying, well, they should have the opportunity to come here. Well, why should they have the opportunity to come to a country that's worse than you're claiming is worse than the country they came from? This country's terrible. Remember? That's what you say. Americans are awful. We're evil. We're greedy. We're overfed. We're overrich. We have too much. Consume too much of the world's energy. It's not fair. That we have such a powerful military, and it's not fair. That we have all this opportunity that other countries don't. It's just not fair. We're terrible. We need to fundamentally change everything. But then you run out and you say, as soon as you say how bad America is, you say, well, we've got to let these 11 million plus illegals stay because they want the opportunity. Opportunity for what? Opportunity for destitution? Opportunity to share in the misery of living in such a bad country? Obviously, no, because you think that this country that you hate so much, has more opportunity than the countries that those people are coming from. Because I also notice that none of you liberals who think that this country is so bad really want to go live in Mexico or any other place that the illegal immigrants are coming from. So, which is it? Is the United States so bad or it's so good? It can't be both.